just seconds before dusk in Neo-Galaxis, a single miscalculation would change the fate of Earth forever. At a high-tech research facility, humanity's brightest scientists were experimenting with interdimensional energy extraction, unaware that their calculations were slightly off. The micro-rift they opened became an instant gateway for a species no one had ever encountered: alien insects. Hyper-intelligent, energy-absorbing, and alarmingly adaptive, these creatures were about to descend upon Earth. The facility's alarm screamed at piercing frequencies as fluctuating energy readings filled the monitors. Scientists frantically tried to stabilize containment fields, but it was too late. Sparks flew as the energy barriers collapsed. From the shattered walls and ceilings, the first wave of alien insects emerged, crawling across the laboratory, their faintly glowing carapaces reflecting the emergency lights. The air was thick with smoke, dust, and the eerie hum of interdimensional energy. Hovering above the city, Nebula Man, human-like, original copyright-free design, surveyed the chaos. His indigo-purple, galaxy-patterned suit shimmered with cosmic energy, while a glowing spiral emblem radiated light across his chest. His energy wings flared subtly, catching the last rays of the sun. With a glance, he deployed scanning sensors that detected the interdimensional signatures and bioenergy fluctuations of the alien swarm. A sudden flash of energy tore through the facility's central control room. Alien insects, small but vicious, swarmed the scientists, their movements coordinated in perfect harmony. Nebula Man acted instantly, creating gravitational shields to protect civilians from falling debris and stray energy bursts. Each shield shimmered with cosmic light, forming temporary safe zones as he maneuvered through the chaos. These alien insects were unlike any threat Earth had faced. Each wave was smarter, faster, more coordinated than the last. Nebula Man analyzed their hive mind patterns, targeting core energy nodes to disrupt their coordination. His precision energy blast struck true, scattering the first wave, but the swarm quickly adapted, closing ranks and finding new ways to attack. Every street, corridor, and alley became a battlefield. Nebula Man visualized the city as a tactical map, identifying escape routes for humans while simultaneously pinpointing weak points in the alien swarm's formation. Using hyperspeed movement and phased energy strikes, he struck each insect with surgical precision. Sparks and debris flew as his energy beams collided with walls, slow-motion sequences capturing every explosive detail. Meanwhile, civilians panicked. Parents grabbed children, workers ducked under debris, and chaos erupted across the city. Nebula Man used his telekinetic powers to lift collapsing rubble, creating safe paths for escape. A massive beam of cosmic energy redirected a falling rooftop away from terrified citizens, saving dozens in a heartbeat. The Hive, however, was relentless. Its minions targeted the facility's power generator, attempting to destabilize the city's energy grid. Nebula Man created a cosmic energy conduit, redirecting excess power and preventing a catastrophic overload. Another burst of concentrated energy disrupted the swarm, neutralizing critical energy nodes and temporarily dispersing the insects. Despite his victories, the micro-rift continued to destabilize, pulsing with erratic interdimensional energy. Nebula Man understood the stakes. Eliminating the insects alone would not suffice. He needed to stabilize the rift before it unleashed an unstoppable wave of invasion. Hovering over the smoking ruins of the lab, he scanned the portal with cosmic awareness. Faint energy tendrils flickered, hinting at the hive's central consciousness, a presence coordinating every insect, predicting every human movement. Nebula Man focused, channeling his cosmic energy into a containment field around the rift. The air crackled as the field activated, stabilizing the swirling currents of interdimensional energy. The first wave of the hive was neutralized, but the portal remained partially open, a reminder of the danger still looming. As dawn broke, Nebula Man hovered above the devastated facility, his cosmic aura shimmering over the ruins. Smoke rose from damaged streets. Alarm sirens echoed faintly, and civilians began to emerge from hiding, looking toward their mysterious savior. He observed the damage, assessed the survivors, and realized the fight had only just begun. The hive had adapted once, and it would adapt again. In the distance, the rift pulsed ominously. A faint, almost whispering energy emanated from within, hinting at the hive's next wave. Nebula Man clenched his fists, determination blazing in his eyes. He knew that the next encounter would be far more dangerous, and only his strategic thinking, combined with cosmic power, could save Earth from becoming a permanent feeding ground for the alien swarm. Cliffhanger, Part 2. The hive is preparing its next invasion, opening multiple interdimensional portals across the city. Nebula Man must intercept them while defending civilians, preventing the full-scale assault that could destroy the entire planet. The morning sky over Neo-Galaxis glimmered with an unnatural green hue, a warning that the hive's assault was far from over. Multiple interdimensional rifts had begun to open across the city. From each portal poured waves of highly adaptive alien insects, larger and more aggressive than the ones from the laboratory. Their translucent wings shimmered with interstellar energy, and their multi-segmented bodies exuded an eerie glow that distorted the light around them. Hovering high above the chaos, Nebula Man assessed the scale of the attack. His indigo-purple galaxy suit gleamed under the morning sun, cosmic energy wings extending as he prepared to strike. Citizens ran through streets littered with debris, vehicles overturned, fires burning, and thick smoke rising. Nebula Man deployed cosmic scanning arrays, mapping each rift's output and tracking the hive's movement patterns in real time. The first wave of insects surged toward the city's central district. Nebula Man reacted instantly, unleashing precision cosmic blasts to intercept their approach. Energy beams collided with the swarm, disintegrating dozens, but the hive's minions were adaptive. They changed formation mid-flight, coordinating attacks with hive-like intelligence. Realizing brute force alone wouldn't suffice, Nebula Man switched tactics. Using gravity manipulation, he created invisible corridors that funneled the swarm into temporary containment zones. The insects collided with each other as their hive minds struggled to adapt, giving Nebula Man brief windows to target their energy cores with concentrated strikes. Explosions erupted across city streets, sending debris flying and igniting secondary fires. The hive leader, a massive humanoid alien hybrid with shimmering emerald scales, appeared above the skyline, hovering effortlessly. Its telepathic presence spread across the city, forcing even the bravest civilians to hesitate in panic. "Resistance is futile," it intoned, its voice resonating within Nebula Man's mind. "Earth will belong to the hive." Nebula Man's response was unwavering. "Not while I stand," he declared, sending a wave of energy pulses through the streets. Each pulse disrupted the swarm, knocking minions off balance, while Nebula Man repositioned himself with hyperspeed flight. The hive adapted quickly. Interdimensional rifts began merging, creating portal clusters, allowing the minions to enter from multiple angles simultaneously. Nebula Man used telekinetic shields to protect fleeing civilians, forming moving barriers that deflected swarms and falling debris. He also employed energy tether strikes, latching onto clusters of insects and blasting them with amplified cosmic force. As the battle escalated, entire city blocks were at risk. Nebula Man realized the hive strategy: destabilize the city infrastructure, assimilate energy sources for the hive, establish permanent portals for a full-scale invasion. In a daring move, Nebula Man synced his cosmic energy with the city's power grid, creating a massive electromagnetic shockwave. The pulse disrupted the hive swarm, temporarily neutralizing a significant portion of the insects. Streets were littered with defeated alien bodies, smoke and energy sparks floating in the air like embers from a cosmic fire. Yet, the hive leader remained untouched. Hovering above the wreckage, it manipulated the remaining portals, creating chaotic energy surges that destabilized Nebula Man's shields. Every strike, every pulse, was met with a new adaptive tactic. Nebula Man realized that he needed a combination of strategy and raw power to hold the city long enough for civilians to evacuate safely. Through rapid calculation, Nebula Man identified the Hive leader's weak point, a centralized energy node at its chest, partially exposed during the chaotic maneuvers. He directed a concentrated series of hyperspeed attacks, phasing through incoming swarms while targeting the node with piercing cosmic energy. The Hive leader recoiled, emitting a deafening roar that rattled windows and shattered nearby debris. The city skyline was a shattered silhouette against a blood-red dawn, smoke curling from collapsed buildings as fires reflected off broken glass. Nebula Man hovered above a partially destroyed skyscraper, his cosmic energy wings flaring and spiral emblem radiating powerful light. Every instinct told him this was the moment. The Hive leader had chosen the rooftops of the central district to establish dominance. From the rift above, massive alien insects poured out, descending like a dark storm. Their movements were synchronized, faster and more aggressive than ever. But Nebula Man was ready. Using gravity manipulation, he created localized force fields, redirecting swarms into temporary traps where his energy blast could obliterate them without harming civilians far below. The Hive leader, a towering humanoid alien hybrid, hovered above him. Its emerald-scaled body shimmered with interdimensional energy, long serpentine appendages writhing as it telepathically attempted to manipulate Nebula Man's movements. "Your efforts are meaningless," it projected, its voice resonating in Nebula Man's mind. "Earth will fall to the Hive." Nebula Man's response was calm, resolute. "Not today," he said aloud, voice echoing across the broken rooftops. With a sudden burst, he dove toward the Hive leader, wings slicing through the air as energy trails followed every movement. Sparks flew where his strikes met the alien's energy shields, causing shockwaves that rattled nearby buildings. The battle escalated rapidly. Nebula Man combined phase strikes with hyperspeed maneuvers, dodging serpentine appendages and energy pulses from the Hive leader. The rooftop trembled with every clash, shards of concrete and twisted steel flying into the air. Below, smaller alien insects swarmed through streets, drawn toward the chaos, but Nebula Man's telekinetic shields deflected them, protecting fleeing civilians. Realizing brute force alone would not win, Nebula Man analyzed the Hive leader's energy patterns. Its central energy node glowed intermittently, pulsing with each strike. Nebula Man aimed precisely, timing a concentrated energy strike as the Hive leader overextended its attack. The impact sent the alien staggering, its shimmering appendages thrashing violently. The Hive leader retaliated with a massive energy pulse, sending Nebula Man hurtling through the air. He landed on another rooftop, quickly stabilizing mid-air using cosmic energy propulsion. The streets below trembled as debris cascaded, but Nebula Man's shields protected civilians with precision. The fight became a dynamic aerial duel. Nebula Man used his gravity manipulation to swing between buildings, dodging concentrated energy blasts while striking the Hive leader from unexpected angles. Each hit disrupted the leader's coordination with its swarm, causing the alien insects below to scatter in confusion. Nebula Man realized the Hive leader's plan: destabilize the city's core to create energy surges feeding the remaining portals, which would allow a larger invasion. Acting quickly, he directed a controlled burst of cosmic energy into the largest rift, partially collapsing it while simultaneously shielding the city from feedback energy. Sparks and interdimensional energy arcs lit the sky like a cosmic fireworks display. As the Hive leader faltered, Nebula Man seized the opportunity. Using a rapid sequence of strikes, he damaged the alien's central energy node further, forcing it to retreat temporarily toward a higher rift cluster. The alien emitted a chilling roar that resonated with the remaining insect swarm below. Nebula Man hovered, scanning the battlefield, Buildings were damaged, fires burning, but civilians were safe thanks to his shields and quick thinking. The climax of Part 3 came when Nebula Man launched a massive energy vortex from the rooftop, pulling the fleeing hive minions toward containment field. The vortex shimmered with cosmic light, absorbing the swarm's energy and neutralizing hundreds of insects at once. The hive leader vanished into a distant portal, leaving a trail of glowing energy as a warning. Nebula Man floated above the city, wings expanded, surveying the aftermath. Smoke rose from the streets, alarms still echoed faintly, but Earth had survived another devastating strike. He knew the hive was learning, adapting, preparing for the next assault. The rooftop showdown had ended, but the war was far from over. The city below was a smoldering ruin, yet the war had shifted to a more dangerous plane, the interdimensional rifts themselves. Nebula Man hovered at the edge of one massive portal, cosmic energy wings flaring with power, scanning the swirling vortex. The hive leader had fled here, retreating to alternate dimensions where the swarm could regenerate and prepare for a full-scale invasion. From the rift, waves of insects emerged, each larger and faster than before. They moved with synchronized intelligence, circling Nebula Man as if testing his abilities. Every pulse of their energy emitted a low hum that resonated with the very molecules around him. Nebula Man's indigo-purple galaxy suit shimmered, absorbing ambient energy to strengthen his cosmic abilities. Realizing the stakes, Nebula Man formed temporary containment zones around Earthside rift exits to prevent the swarm from reaching the planet. Gravity fields twisted and pulsed, creating barriers that funneled insects toward energy traps he had prepared. His attacks were precise, phase strikes targeting the swarm's energy cores, telekinetic pulses knocking minions off balance, and cosmic blasts disintegrating clusters. The hive leader appeared again, more formidable than before. Its emerald scales were now laced with interdimensional energy, and its serpentine appendages emitted arcs of lightning-like power. "You cannot stop evolution," it boomed telepathically. "Earth will feed the hive." Nebula Man's response was calm but resolute. "Earth survives, and I will see to it." The battle escalated into a full-scale, interdimensional duel. Nebula Man used hyperspeed maneuvers to dodge concentrated energy attacks, phasing between partially materialized buildings inside the rift's dimensional overlay. Sparks of interdimensional energy clashed with cosmic beams, sending shockwaves across the vortex that distorted time and light. Strategically, Nebula Man realized he couldn't destroy the hive leader without cutting off its access to the rift network. He focused on collapsing secondary portals, using gravitational distortions combined with cosmic energy conduits. Waves of insects were sucked into temporary voids, neutralizing hundreds instantly, while the hive leader struggled to maintain control over its minions. At one point, a massive cluster of insects attempted a coordinated flank from above, diving toward Earth's surface. Nebula Man extended telekinetic shields, redirecting the swarm back into the vortex. Energy arcs surged as the hive leader tried to stabilize the collapsing rift, but Nebula Man timed a focused strike directly at its central energy node. A flash of green light erupted, staggering the hive leader and forcing it to retreat deeper into a hidden interdimensional pocket. Nebula Man, now standing on a floating shard of dimensional debris, realized that this battle was not only physical but cosmic in scale. Every strike, every manipulation of energy required precision and foresight. He drew upon latent cosmic reserves, expanding his spiral emblem and energy wings, creating an aura that stabilized the rift long enough to contain remaining insect clusters. Below, Earth's surface slowly began to recover. Smoke dissipated slightly, sirens still wailed faintly, and citizens cautiously emerged from shelters. Nebula Man projected guiding energy pulses, helping people navigate safely through the ruined streets. The hive leader, though temporarily driven off, had left behind residual energy signatures, a trail pointing to its next rift nexus. Nebula Man hovered above the dimensional chaos, wings spread wide, aura blazing, knowing the next confrontation would be the final showdown. Earth's fate rested on his ability to collapse the interdimensional network entirely and neutralize the Hive leader once and for all. The air above the city crackled with unstable interdimensional energy. Nebula Man hovered at the edge of the Hive's core dimension, a chaotic realm where physics bent under alien influence. His cosmic wings flared with radiant energy, spiral emblem glowing brighter than ever. Every heartbeat resonated with the knowledge that this battle would decide Earth's fate. From the swirling vortex emerged the Hive leader, more terrifying than ever. Its emerald-scaled body pulsed with interdimensional power, wings of energy crackling and serpentine appendages writhing in anticipation. Around it, hundreds of elite alien insects hovered, each radiating lethal intent. Nebula Man's gaze hardened. He had prepared for this final confrontation. The battle erupted instantly. Nebula Man dove toward the Hive leader at hyperspeed, firing concentrated cosmic energy blasts. Sparks flew as beams collided with the alien's energy shields, sending shockwaves that distorted the dimension. The Hive leader retaliated, firing massive energy arcs from its appendages, sweeping Nebula Man through the floating debris of broken dimensional architecture. Realizing raw power alone would not suffice, Nebula Man employed tactical energy manipulation. He created gravitational funnels that redirected swarms of elite insects into containment vortices, neutralizing hundreds instantly. With every attack, he probed the Hive leader's defenses, seeking the central energy node that powered its connection to the Rift network. The Hive leader, sensing danger, telepathically lashed out, attempting to overwhelm Nebula Man's mind with Hive coordination. Nebula Man responded with cosmic mental shields, resisting the psychic assault while striking precise energy beams at the alien's node. Sparks of emerald light erupted as the node weakened, forcing the Hive leader into retreat across the Rift landscape. The city below trembled as the dimensional instability threatened to spill over. Nebula Man realized he had seconds to prevent a full-scale breach. He focused all cosmic energy into a single, concentrated vortex, collapsing the Rift network one portal at a time. Swarms of alien insects were sucked into controlled implosions, their energy neutralized by Nebula Man's containment fields. The sky above the city shimmered with radiant light as the last portals flickered and shut. Finally, only the Hive leader remained. Nebula Man launched himself directly at the alien, spiraling through the air with cosmic wings blazing. Every strike was precise, every movement calculated. The Hive leader swung its energy appendages, attempting to repel him, but Nebula Man's speed and skill outmatched the alien. With a final, devastating energy surge, Nebula Man struck the central node of the Hive leader's chest. A brilliant explosion of interdimensional light engulfed the alien, disintegrating it into scattered particles. The Hive leader screamed, its telepathic grip on the remaining insects breaking instantly. The swarms scattered, powerless and uncoordinated, as the Rift network collapsed completely. The dimension stabilized. Nebula Man hovered above the ruins of Earth's city, exhausted but victorious. Smoke and debris hung in the air, but citizens emerged from shelters, cheering and looking toward their savior. The alien threat was eliminated, Earth safe once more. Nebula Man descended, landing gently amidst the rubble. His wings folded, spiral emblem glowing softly. He surveyed the city, streets cracked, buildings damaged, yet humanity remained standing. Nebula Man's mission was complete. The Hive had been destroyed, the Rift sealed, and the alien insects eradicated. As the sun rose over Neo-Galaxis, Nebula Man looked toward the horizon, knowing vigilance would always be necessary. But today, Earth had won. Heroes sometimes worked in shadows, but their impact resonated across worlds. Nebula Man's legend had begun, a cosmic protector, Earth's first and last line of defense against threats from beyond the stars. The end.